Hello, my name is Stephen Peterson. I've been a perfusionist for the past 5 decades. In this time, I'd like to keep things simple. I have designed a program that is simple and easy to use, and this is something I'd like to discuss. Perfusionists have a variety of tasks. These variety of tasks can distract a perfusionist from the documentation or just from the patient. So you need to be able to make sure that this all works out together. It's very rewarding to have good results, and to have good results, you need good documentation. For the past 20 years, I've been working on a program that actually documents this information we've been talking about. When you first come up with the first screen, it'll have say, PDS Medical Solutions Perfusion Pro, and Perfusion Pro is the name of the program. You can put in a new case button, and that will actually open you up into a new case. You can do a previous case if you want, or a previous new case for a previous patient. Or a configuration. The configuration button on that first screen will actually help you to set the program up so you don't have to put things in so much manual. You can create your own buttons. It makes it so much easier. You can do supplies in groups, and you can do equipment in groups. You can do drugs in groups, like your prime. It can be all done as a group, so it makes it much easier for documenting. And then when you document any kind of supplies, you can document the serial number, and you can document the outdates. So all this stuff is very important for a good record. So when you push new case, you're going to come up with a screen that actually will show you the screen and the only screen that you see on bypass is going to be this screen. On the right hand side, you can click different buttons like general events, which actually opens up buttons like on bypass or patient in the room. So let's go ahead and push general buttons, general events, and you can click on patient. If you design a button, you can say patient in the room. Now that gets into enter close, and that gets documented on the record. From that point on, you want to probably check an ACT later on. The ACT will actually come up with a box to ask you how much you gave. And you say number, and then you say enter close. And the same thing with blood gas. You can actually do blood gas and put that in there, list the blood gases there. You go alpha stat, pH stat, you go arterial, you can do venous, push enter close. And so the next thing you do is once you're ready to go on bypass, you give heparin, and then ACT is 480, let's go on bypass. So then when you go bypass, you CPB start, and obviously a short time after that, you want to cool just a little bit. And at the same time, this live line, which is the line where it says liters per minute, RPMs, arterial pressure, that live line will actually light up from data configuration, data acquisition. And data acquisition will actually fill it out for you. Except for the ones that don't get filled out, you can put in manual, and you can design it to be kept for a certain amount of time, and it'll flash when it gets into that time, and you can reload. So once you get cool, you want to put a clamp on. Once you put the clamp on, you give cardiplegia. So you click the cardiplegia button, it starts. And then after you give cardiplegia for a while, you hit stop, and it's going to say how much did you give, how did you give it, antegrade, and push enter close. All these buttons there can be set up in configuration, how you gave antegrade, how you gave cardiplegia. And at that point, you gave the cardiplegia, you can do anything on bypass that you've been doing normally, like giving drugs, or checking the blood gas, or checking ACT, or maybe check to give some more heparin. All this stuff can be done on drugs and fluids button, and then different buttons like ACT and blood gas. That's pretty much the program. So then after you get done with that, you just say, you warm the patient up, and then you CPB off. So then that pretty much totals all the information that you did for times. And then when you're done with that, you want to obviously check an ACT at the end. If you want to give protamine, you give protamine, and then check another ACT, and then you're pretty much done with the operation. At that point, you can actually go to case, and then you put in what arteries were bypassed, and you can put in what procedures were done. So that pretty much all the information you need for the record is going to be there. And at the end, you just say enter close, and then you can say complete case. By hitting complete case, you want it to complete the case, yes. And then it's going to come up with a list of pre-configured numbers, names. If you pre-configured it, you want them on the program, they'll be light up for you so that you can actually not forget anything on the report. So then you say view PDF, and then you can print it, and you can go home. This program is reasonably priced, good results for the patient, good record. If you want to try this program, you can go to www.perfusionpro.com. Thank you.